right. Good morning. Happy Sunday, and welcome into the Ryan Ripken Show. Pregame show on Sundays. We do this every time the Ravens are playing. And guess what? Stop traffic. At 1 p.m., the Ravens are taking on the Denver Broncos down at the bank. But we're going to go around the NFL, get you ready for that Ravens game, and have some fun in the process. We will be getting our orange crushes flowing, but we're going to wait a little bit. So we might have a little bit of assistance with that. In studio, I got Rocco to my right. Rock, how we doing?
What's going on, Rip? How's everything? Ready for a big NFL Sunday on tap?
Oh,
super excited.
Huge NFL Sunday. Huge. And then behind the scenes right there, Mr. Brad.
What up? This shirt's like probably now the most comfortable shirt I own, by the way.
Yeah, we talked about that. Whatever the fabric.
Yeah. to find out who makes these shirts so we can make them for ourselves.
Unbelievable, right? It's silk almost.
Yeah,
it's silky smooth.
Super soft.
Yeah. You know what's soft is Charmin, right, Rock? Just like you.
Thanks.
But anyway. Good. You had to throw a zinger in there. And for everyone out there, for our listeners out there, hey, let us know where you're tuning in from. We love to know where you guys are watching, what you're feeling. We have call-ins back on the menu.
Yeah.
So we will have that. But we also have boots on the ground back on the menu as well. Zach, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are we? Talk to us. How is it looking so far?
You know what? Honestly, I'm going to be real. I feel like compared to the Commanders tailgate, the Commanders one, it's going to be tough to top because two teams right in the area. So far, it's starting off slow, but I'll tell you right now, it smells incredible here. Somebody I'm going to find who is cooking up this sausage because they're doing something right. They're doing something right out here in Lot. I think we're H3 right now. So if you're in Lot H3 cooking up sausage, flag me down because it smells incredible. Yeah, but so far, vibes couldn't be higher. Just it's a little nippy out, but it feels like football weather. Like this is a good football weather type day. Absolutely beautiful. We're at the bank, outside the bank. Where else would you rather be?
Hey, Zach, so I'm glad you brought up. It is starting to feel like fall a little bit, right? But it's got that chill in the air. I think around game time, it's going to warm up, obviously. But Tom's asking for a fit check, Zach. So what's the fit?
Okay, so we're all black. I do have to address something.
Please.
The Kyle Hamilton jersey has been washed.
Oh.
Okay, I know. We went 5-6 games without a wash because of, I'm a little stitious. I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious. And it has been washed after the drop pick. We're washing everything. Clean slate onto the Broncos. So here we are. We're in the all black just because it's a fresh start.
And then the white shoes. The white, you got Vans on? Shoes. Yeah.
No, we got the Air Forces on.
Okay.
It's a business trip.
It's a business trip. Well, you need to go find that sausage that smells good. You think Rocco's getting excited over there.
Yeah.
We're talking about a good old grilled sausage at a tailgate. Maybe even a good burger.
Yeah.
Grow up, guys.
You grow up.
Jesus, Rocco.
I just think sausage is a funny word sometimes. That's all. I'm sorry.
Grow up.
Right.
What?
Oh my God.
No comments. No comments.
Unbelievable.
No comment. I'm going to go try to find this sausage. Rocco, let's try to keep it together.
Look, I'm the king of the dad jokes around here. That one was terrible.
I wasn't even trying to do that. Rocco's just giddy over
Talking about Rocco in general. Yeah.
Right. There it is right there. Beef brats, peppers, and onions. Yeah, Zach, go find something and then pop back in and we'll bring you back on. All right?
Awesome. Love it. I'll see you guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy that sausage, Zach.
Yep. So Zach Bollinger, boots on the ground here. And obviously it's a big game for the Ravens, right? Broncos coming to town, who, when you look at their record, it's a good record. If you look a little bit deeper, though, Broncos' signature win this year has been against the New York Jets. Or going to New Orleans and winning big. But their other wins have included against the Carolina Panthers. That's nothing to necessarily write home about. And they also then have had some losses to teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers, where they struggled to score mightily. We know how good Pittsburgh's defense can be.
Mm-hmm.
But so you're trying to look at this. And the other loss, by the way, against the Seahawks, which was a competitive game, but Seattle's middle of the road right now. You know, it was Bo Nix' first game starting. We'll get into more about Bo Nix and this whole situation here. But let's go on the other side, at least with Baltimore, because I see Bruce. Hello, Bruce. Good morning. Could you please say if you feel Lamar should not start today for his back is bad and we need him for the playoffs? And we'll look, Bruce, honestly, I think everything is A-okay with Lamar Jackson. I think that guy just does so much that they're going, hey, we don't need you on the practice field a ton. We need you on game days. And Lamar really echoed that sentiment. He wants to be out there, but he said they got to manage it. And the other part is, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, Brock, but who's coming to town just 4 days after this game?
It's the Bengals. It's Thursday night football. So you want to keep your star quarterback, the two-time MVP Lamar Jackson, well rested and make sure that he's good to go, because the last thing you want to do is just add more work to this guy and have him banged up for a Thursday night game against a divisional rival, because that game's going to mean so much more when it's all said and done later in the season, when you're looking at, okay, who's going to win the division? Who's at the top? If it's the Ravens and someone else. And these are the games that are going to matter, man.
Not only that, but there's two tough games within a really short stretch.
Yep.
So, you know, the Broncos defense is ranked third in points allowed. Obviously, the Ravens have done a ton on offense, averaging 452 yards a game and 30 points a game. But as we saw last week, with Lamar getting hit a lot and basically being run out of the pocket quite a bit last week, it was not a good week for the offense when they were up against a really tough defense. And so, and I would make the argument, and it looks as if statistically the Broncos have an even tougher defense than the Browns do.
Yes, they do.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out because of those defenses. So you're going to have the number one offense versus a number 3 defense. It'll be a really tough game. That being said, Lamar's thrown now or is responsible for 17 touchdowns.
It's crazy.
Pretty good player.
2 interceptions.
Yeah.
Pretty good player. And to go on to your point here, physical games, Cleveland divisional game, you know what the Browns are going to bring. And obviously it was that loss for Baltimore, but that's a competitive team. Division games can take a toll on you. Then you have Denver, which you just mentioned, Brad, third in total offense allowed. They're allowing 282 yards a game. And as far as on the season, when it comes on a per game basis, 176 through the air and 106 on the ground, right? So the Broncos overall, their rushing yards allowed per game is still in that top 10. Baltimore is obviously number 1 still, but we know Baltimore is dead last in the other category defensively, and that's pass defense and yards allowed.
Yes.
But so for Denver, it's a physical team, and then Cincy. Yeah, their defense is not put together, but you guys saw that game in Cincinnati. That was a good old-fashioned barn burner shootout, and that's going to take so much energy. And guess what? Because Baltimore won up there, Cincinnati's sense of urgency, their season of what could happen, at least for this division or what moves forward, is going to kind of hinge on that game here in Baltimore for so many reasons, Rock.
Yeah, and you look at a stat that sticks out to me, guys, is the rushing defense for the Broncos. Like, I think a lot of fans right now think the Ravens are just going to run through this Denver Broncos defense and it's going to be a walk in the park. I don't think that's going to be the case at all. I don't see this game being a blowout per se. I think the Ravens could, maybe run away with it at the end, but I think it's going to be a very, very physical, tough matchup. The stat I'm talking about, 4 rushing touchdowns on the year for the Broncos defense. So I know they haven't faced Derrick Henry, and that's going to be a big factor today for the Ravens. But if you're looking at a team that can kind of bring it on the defensive side of the ball, it is the Denver Broncos. Their offense, it might be overlooked because of Bo Nix. He's a rookie. He hasn't really been tested yet, aside from that Steelers game. We're talking defensively. This is going to be his first real, true test when it comes to, okay, you're going into a hostile environment. You're taking on a Ravens team that wants to make a statement because they have a bad taste in their mouth after how last week finished. Their defense did not perform up to its standards. Zach Orr has been getting a lot of heat. So time for the defense to step up, do their thing, and make Bo Nix pay. So I think we're going to see much of that today.
Here's an interesting stat.
Let's hear it.
Baltimore's become the 4th team in NFL history to score at least 20 points and 375 total yards in each of the first 8 games. Joining, guess what other team that was? There's 3 other teams, but in 2000.
I was going to say the Rams.
The Rams.
The greatest show on turf. As an easy one right there. So you said there's 2 other ones?
Yeah.
All right. I still think I don't think there was a team necessarily. The only other one I could think about that could be right before that, the only one was that Vikings team with Randy Moss and Carter.
Randy Moss.
But it wasn't that one. It's the other one with Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Correct.
2007.
Yes.
Yeah.
2007.
I was trying to work. So 2007 is the other one, and there's one more.
One more.
It can't be one of the Kansas City teams.
How
Philly?
long ago are we talking about? Because I have an idea.
It was post 2010.
Post 2010.
Yes.
It's the Broncos.
It is the
Peyton
Broncos.
Manning.
Yeah, Peyton Manning and the Broncos.
Wow.
So the Ravens this year, the 2000 Rams, greatest show on turf. 2007 Patriots, that incredible team with Randy Moss, and the 2013 Broncos.
Yeah, and Tom Brady was pretty good for the Pats.
Yeah, he was all right.
He was okay at that time.
He's might be a Hall of Famer. When
Lamar Jackson has achieved a 66.9% completion rate this season. It's his best of his career, I know we've been talking about the Broncos defense, but there is a lot of good things to still like about the offense. I'm really actually excited to see how this offense goes up against an elite defense like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And this is going to be a great test, right? And also, what we appreciate, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm seeing some new names in here. I'm seeing our familiar faces. We are going to allow our call-ins for our channel members here upcoming in the future. We're going to go around the NFL as well. And as always, let us know your thoughts, your concerns, and where you are tuning in from. But hey, Brock, you mentioned Bo Nix, right?
Yeah.
So I think we actually start there, where the one thing, at least for Bo, it's been up and down. He's had his good moments. He's had his bad moments. Sometimes, like Borat says, sometimes maybe good,
Sometimes
maybe shit. So we had Kadri Ismail on talking about the situation with the Broncos. And Bo Nix, one thing that he does have is he has played a lot of games, at least in college, before going to the pros.
Yep.
So I will I'll pull that clip up right now here for you guys to listen to. So listen to Q's thoughts here on Bo Nix and this Broncos offense.
I look at with Sean Payton's offense, they actually do a really good job of attacking you and forces you into some conflicts. And so you got to figure out, what personnel package you want on the field. And you better be stout with it, and you better not mess around when it comes to lining up and line up correctly. So all those miscommunications / poor technique and everything, it will get even further exposed against the Sean Payton-led offense. Now, historically, they've done well against Sean Payton-led offense, especially even when they had Hall of Famer and Drew Brees. So they've done well against it. It just means that you're going to have to step up. It just means that, it's now or never. Bo Nix, being a young player, but a seasoned guy, like he's seen a lot of football. He's an older rookie. He plays with some poise, and they don't really put him out there too much, but they do expect him, because of his veteran savvy, in Sean's offense to do well. And so I think that's something that, number one, offensively, you're going to have to get out and get out early, put up, points to the point where it forces them out of their game plan. I'm sure they have a set number of throws that they want for him, about 22 to 25. Any more than that, you're putting him at risk. And I think, as far as Zach Orr's defense, don't be, for whatever the reason, you just don't have the personnel and it's not gelling from a coaching to player conversation, communication. Don't put your guys out there and try to overly trick yourself. Line up, play, and play well. That's something that needs to be shown come Sunday.
So right there, Q, I thought it was a good way to describe it, right? As far as it's going to be this cat and mouse game. And Bo Nix, for everyone that wants to know, he's 24, which, again, I guess as we get older, I always thought that, man, that was, and that felt old to me at a time when you're 18 and now being 31 and you're sitting there going, damn, it seems so young, right? But for the NFL's sake, he is an older rookie. And for a guy like Lamar Jackson's now been in the league for, this is his 7th season.
Yeah.
Lamar is 27, right? So the context is there for that for Bo Nix. And to give you guys even more context with Bo Nix's season so far, look, the first game against Seattle and even against Pittsburgh, the next two, his touchdown to interception ratio, 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions in those first 2 games. He tried to run a little bit. He had 60 rushing yards combined in those first 2 games. He's not afraid to use his legs. But then when he played Tampa Bay and they got that big victory, That was probably their signature win, we should say. So looking at that, he was 25 of 36, 216 yards. But guys, he hasn't thrown for more than 284 yards, and that happened last week against the Carolina Panthers defense that we understand with Carolina, not talented, but it was his best game as a pro.
And the Ravens have the worst passing defense in the league.
And so that's where it comes down to. Bo Nix had a passer rating of 124, 28 of 37, 284 yards, 3 touchdowns, completion percentage over 75%. His number one weapon is going to be Courtland Sutton, a guy that people kind of link. Could the Ravens go and get him in the offseason and all that? But Courtland, big-bodied receiver, can go up and make plays.
Yep.
He's option number one. Javonte Williams is their back, but they like to use their backs in general. But overall, you look on paper, Brad, like you feel good with the Ravens, but it is the fact right here because of the defensive inconsistencies. That is something that could lean in Bo Nix's favor, but Baltimore has done well against rookie quarterbacks. That's something to hold your hat on.
Yeah, I believe John Harbaugh in his tenure has only lost like 3 times to rookie quarterbacks. Yeah. I will say this. I don't know if I do feel good about the Ravens today, only because, as you talked about, the passing defense, that's what's kept these bad teams in games. The Bengals were still in the game because of the Ravens defense. The Browns obviously won last week, largely in part because of the Ravens passing defense. So I don't know if I'm like a 100% confident. Would I love to see the Ravens win today? Of course, as a fan, I would want to see that. But I'm not feeling great about it, especially considering the fact that the Broncos have the second most sacks in the league up to this point, 30. And we've seen at points where the offensive line has had a lot of weaknesses. And last week we saw that too. A lot of undisciplined football, especially when it comes to penalties. So if the offensive line continues to be tested, and they will be today, it's going to be really tough for the offense to get anything going if they don't play good disciplined football.
Yeah, I think one thing to also focus on here with the Broncos, Rock, is that this team, the line's high right now. Like the line's 9.5 in favor of the Ravens. That's what it was. I think it opened.
I don't like that at all.
So, and this is the part with Denver here. Look, they've covered. I got to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure they have close to almost covered every single game. The only one that they didn't, the Chargers, I know they didn't cover that one. Seattle, they lost by 6 on the road, lost to Pittsburgh at home by 7. Maybe that was the other one. But a lot of games, they either won or the games were close. But their wins recently, they've beaten the bad teams. They've beaten the brakes off of the bad teams.
Yeah.
23-point win versus the Saints, 14-point win against the Panthers, beat the Bucks in Tampa by 19. Again, I'm not sitting here going, this team's really good. I'm not. I think that we're going to figure out a lot of things today. But I do think Denver plays a tough brand. And whether you love or hate Sean Payton, Rock, the teams are playing tough. Like they are playing with some fire, which we know was not the case with the last coach there out in Denver, where it was all of a problem. And it's more ironic now that the quarterback for the Denver Broncos is now with the coach in Pittsburgh. Looks like he's maybe found that fountain of youth. But Rocket, this isn't what we're trying to say is we want it to be a walk in the park, but we don't expect it to be a walk in the park.
I don't expect it to be a walk in the park. And, we could all be wrong and it could end up being a blowout. But I don't think any of us sitting here expect that to happen by any means. What the Ravens need to do defensively, again, especially after the performance last week, it left a bad taste in everyone's mouth, including the players. This fan base, they were ready to just lose it all. They were done. They were like, this is ridiculous. And time again, this has happened. So the defense, again, needs to make a statement. This is a defense that's 5th in the league in sacks. They need to make Bo Nix worry, scramble, uncomfortable, whatever they can do, because in the secondary, again, we talked about it. There's questions there. Marlon Humphrey was limited all week in practice. If he does play, he's probably going to be on a snap count. Mm-hmm. The secondary in general just hasn't been on the same page. It's like you have the defensive line, you have the linebackers, and then they're together, and then you have the secondary that's just on another planet. So they need to come together as a group. And again, Bo Nix, you talk about rookie quarterbacks and how John Harbaugh has been able to see success there. This is a guy you just need to make uncomfortable today. The fans need to make him uncomfortable. The defense needs to make him uncomfortable. And you talk about how they've been in close games, how Bo Nix has been able to kind of, if you look at the losses, Rip, they've been no more than a 2-score game. So it's been, you got 6, you got 7, you got 7. So could we see that today? Absolutely. But I think this Ravens defense just needs to go out early, often, make Bo Nix pay, and we don't want to see a second half where they're letting this guy and this Broncos offense back into the game.
And they need to score early.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly,
don't give a team hope. A team, again, older rookie for Bo, but don't give a team that has a little more inexperience on their roster. Don't give them hope as the game goes on here. And you know what? I don't know how to pronounce this, and we'll get to Zach in a second. Trap game. It already happened last week with the trap game because, as they say in Star Wars, Admiral Akbar, right?
Yeah. It's a trap.
It's a
Yeah.
trap,
So it already,
exactly.
the Ravens have already gone through the it's a trap phase there. I think it's going to work out. But again, as always, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. But we also have boots on the ground at M&T Bank Stadium as we get you ready for the Ravens and the Broncos. And I think Zach has something for us. So let's bring Zach on. Zach, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I told you guys before that I was going around looking for the coolest stuff I can find at the tailgate, and I think we may have stumbled upon something incredible. Brad, I know your Jeep is cool, but I don't think it can get up to this. I'm here with Scott, and look at the Ravens.
God damn.
We've got Scott. We have Scott here. Scott, how long have you been tailgating here? 6 years. And here, can we? We're gonna walk around to the front of the Jeep. This thing is
Oh my God.
incredible. And then wait for it. We've got the red eyes at the front.
No way.
That's sick.
So Scott, you said you take this down to Jeep Week in Ocean City each year.
Every year, I set up a tailgate in the convention center parking lot, and I just try to bring all the Ravens fans and all the haters. They all come around and
I
enjoy
love it.
themselves.
I love it, the fans and the haters. So Scott, really appreciate letting me show it off. You got something awesome here. Go Ravens, baby. Let's go. Appreciate you. Oh,
Hell yeah, Zach.
that was I saw that truck and I walked up immediately and I was like, I need this Jeep to be shown on the show. That
Hell yeah.
was the eyes are what just took it over the top there.
I think everyone feels that same way. Scott's got us fired up. If you don't think the Ravens are winning by 1 million now, I don't know what the hell you're thinking.
I love it. I love it. Bringing out the fans and the haters to Jeep Week in Ocean City. Let them all come out.
And that's a great customized Jeep there. And actually reminds us, our good old friends at Adams Jeep of Maryland, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what they do. You want a customized Jeep? Hell, they made a Baltimore Orioles customized one, and some son of a gun bought one right after. You can do all of that up at Adams Jeep in Maryland. And tell Scott, I need to meet this man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go off to find some more cool stuff, and I will report back in a little bit, guys.
Great work, Zach.
Great job, Zach. Great job. That's our boots on the ground. That's our
done.
Bolly on the ground there. Zach Bollinger, boots on the ground. He's outside M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see, people like Scott are getting ready for this game. This is why we love this damn community, and this is why we started doing this on Sundays, is because we know a lot of you that can't be at the stadium or can't be in Baltimore. We want you to feel the experience of what's going on and feel an NFL Sunday. We're going to talk about some other NFL Sunday parts here, but we are going to make sure you get your Ravens fix. We guarantee it. But make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hey, and good or bad, rain or shine, tomorrow we'll be back for our live show on Monday. We do it on Thursday as well. We're going to start it at 3 p.m. Eastern time is when we do our Ryan Ripken shows on our normal schedule. So hit that like and subscribe button. And Adams Jeep of Maryland up in Aberdeen. You want a customized Jeep? They are the go-to people. If you have more questions, let me know. And if you want to buy a used Jeep, Brad, what do they say if you want to buy a used Jeep up there? What do you say to them? You say, Rocco sucks. And they will give you $1,000 of gas money with the purchase of their vehicle. So not only will they customize your Jeep, they'll give you $1,000 if you just say you hate Rocco. Just tell them that we sent you. So,
Please,
guys,
someone just go say it. Go say it
for fun.
Yes, enjoy it, because that right there, that Jeep was freaking electric.
Oh
first
my
of all,
God.
And imagine being like a left lane driver. You're slow. You're like cruising on the road, and then it's dark at night, and you just see those Raven eyes light up.
Yeah.
I'm getting over to the right lane so fast. I swear, like I would not want to be in the left when that guy's coming up and riding up someone's ass. Like absolutely not. That was incredible. I love that Jeep.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking about too? Imagine it's coming out of the darkness of on the highway or even a dark road, and all you hear is maybe some Raven noises.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and then it's just Seven Nation art. You just hear the dum dum bum 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 bum, and then you see the red lights. Bum, 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 bum. And that's just what happens. That's it. How do you not love it, guys? Oh, there goes.
Oh, Jesus.
One time for the one time.
One time. Hey,
All right.
While we went off topic a little bit. Look, I know nobody else watches Formula One around here, but it's about to start in 10 minutes, and I'm like, it's been the app. Actually, put it in the comments if you're watching Formula One in 10 minutes, because it's been absolutely insane over there.
Yeah, that's one I actually want to get more into. Like, I'm a huge, obviously, the NFL.
We should talk about it on the show.
We will, as we continue to grow to like prestige worldwide level.
Yeah.
We're going to get more into the Formula One because it is the second largest sport in the world.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Yeah.
Behind what?
Football.
Which one? Football Americana?
No.
The one you play with your feet.
Yeah. Well,
Football.
Oh, sugar. Wow.
There's actually there's a bunch of other stuff. Like there is an American team on Formula One now too.
Are they any good?
Yeah, it's Haas.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, it's Haas.
Dude, can we do like a Ryan Ripken show takes on like an F1? I know they're super expensive, but like that would be sick.
What do you mean take on?
We just go.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Like,
So
experience
they actually there's 3 Formula One races in the US now.
Yeah.
There is Miami, Houston, and Vegas.
Vegas was a new one, right, Brad?
Vegas is a new one as of last year, which last year Vegas was absolute dog shit. I mean, there was so these cars, they go so fast. So it's a road track in Vegas. They go so fast that if you don't properly set up the track, it can get really dangerous. Last year, the Vegas, they took the cars right down the Vegas Strip. There were manhole covers being lifted off the road because these cars were going so fast, and they suck them up out of the track.
What do they do?
Excuse me. They what?
What do they do?
Suck them up out of the track.
Suck them up.
Okay.
That is
just like Rocco.
Okay. Well, and heel. Scene. Now it's back on track. Back on track.
Go for
Reel
it.
them in.
Here we
Go
go.
Ferrari.
We will get into a lot more because we love talking about other sports and ideas. And actually, when we get to our Deep Eddie Crushing It segment here, we're going to talk about some big plays from this past week around sports. But guys, let's jump back into this game real quickly. The big news, obviously, this week for Baltimore was Deontay Johnson coming from Carolina to Baltimore. What's that going to look like? But people are excited because why? The Ravens really didn't give up anything to get him. Swap of picks. The Panthers are taking on the majority of his salary, and now he's joining an already talented offense here.
Yep.
So let's actually have a quick clip of, we're going to go back to our friend Q. Kadri Ismail is going to talk about the impact that Deontay Johnson has in joining this Baltimore Ravens offense here. So I will play that clip for you right now.
Part of the NFL, it's matchups. Clearly, personnel packages that you have on the field, the other team, the defense, they're going to try to match it. And to be quite honest with you, I mean, you're hoping that your lesser talented guys can match up with the opposing team's offense's third or fourth receiver. And in this particular case, when you go the tight end situation, you know that you're going to have to account for Isaiah Likely because it's not just Mark Andrews. Now you got to account for Charlie Kolar because it's not just Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews. Well, from a 3-receiver standpoint, there are times where, yes, and he had a critical drop on third down, even though he had the beautiful touchdown slant route in the red zone. But, Nelson, at times, there are plays where he should have had. Those are contested catches or whatever that he should have had. I think for Deontay, it gives Lamar an opportunity to, have another weapon at his disposal that can also make strong run after catch type plays. He has a good sense for the open field and has been productive when he was in Carolina as well. So, for Deontay, it's all right, Todd Monken, you want to put in 3 wides. How does it look for you? Oh, okay. You want to get fancy with the spicy, even go, a 4 wide receiver, which I don't necessarily think would be on a norm, but you got options when you got a guy like Deontay. And let's be real, like Zay Flowers, hurt himself as far as in the Tampa game. He came back, had some plays and all that. But now you got this receiver that he's a threat. And so there's a little bit more depth there without necessarily, getting too nervous or whatever. But he's a bona fide threat when a guy goes down too.
So right there in general, we talked about it's a game of matchups in the NFL. You got more talented players on your team. It means that the other team is going to have to make some decisions because not every team is going to have the depth to keep up with the talent. Now, for Baltimore, it's evident. This is probably the most talented core that Baltimore has had on offense in the Lamar Jackson era. And you can even argue it's been the most talented since the Super Bowl era when they won in 2012. And it could have even have more pieces than that team that won the Super Bowl. When you think about it, obviously Torrey Smith and Anquan Bolden and Joe Flacco, who we will get into there.
Joe Flacco.
Ray Rice running, but Dennis Pitta was being banged up, trying to come back. But probably since then, we're looking at 12 years where you're going, man, this offense, as far as they can beat you in so many different ways. You have the top running back in the NFL, the top quarterback in the NFL, how he's playing right now, and Lamar Jackson, the defending MVP. 3 tight ends that can make plays, and now 3 bona fide wide receivers that can continue to go out there and do their thing. Yeah, we might have some guests joining us here in a little bit. So, but in general here, that's the beauty of this all, right? So when we're seeing what's happening with the Baltimore Ravens, it's a luxury. Now let's talk about for this game for Deontay Johnson. There are reports that are being shown from Tracy Wolfson, Jordan Schultz, that there's a snap count that I'm seeing for Deontay that's going to be between 10 to 20 snaps, right? Now that could be some coach speak. Rock, you've been a reporter down there and getting all this information. I mean, it could change, but it kind of, if everything goes the way Baltimore hopes, they don't want to rush Deontay in if they don't have to.
No, you absolutely don't, especially with that short turnaround. You want to make sure that he's easing in, gets to learn the playbook, and doesn't look like a complete idiot out there. I'm not saying Deontay Johnson will, but if you don't have time to learn a playbook on a football team, and there are a shit ton of plays that you need to know, might be tough for a guy that's going out there. But I hope he's read up on his. What were you saying?
I was just about to say, I hope you're hoping that he has a good day because you have an anytime touchdown.
Yes, I do have an anytime touchdown. That was before the reports of the snap count, and of course that always happens. Do you guys ever like place a bet and it's like you'll drop one down there like blind? It'll be like a anytime touchdown, or just like you'll take a team money line and then you tune into the game just to see what's going on, and it's like, this team hasn't scored in like 3 straight games. They're looking to end that drought right now. And you're just like, great. This is what I bet on without doing research. So
well, I am going against Deontay Johnson unless my guy changes his roster out. Hey, look, I'm for the Ravens first and foremost. If I'm going against them in fantasy and they drop 100 on me, then good. They win. I'll be sad inside, but it's always about your team first, fantasy second. But I do love whooping my guy's ass in fantasy. I will say it's a good feeling when you're able to win on the fantasy football field, but it's a better feeling when the Ravens take care of business here. And Rocky, got one more point?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to say this with the Deontay Johnson addition. What's so great about Lamar Jackson and what makes him just such an incredible player is his ability to just connect with anyone. I feel like he is a quarterback that just makes anyone that comes to Baltimore feel comfortable. Odell Beckham Jr. last year, guys before him, Deontay Johnson now. I think we're going to see much of the same in these two, because here's the big thing for Lamar. He hasn't had that true number one receiver, really. Well, Hollywood Brown, but he wasn't here for an extended period of time. Zay Flowers, he's looking to be that, and he's molding and kind of forming into that number one receiver. He could be an all NFL number one receiver when it's all said and done. But to add a guy like Deontay Johnson to take pressure off some of the other guys, the Rashad Batemans, the Nelson Aguilars, this could be super helpful to everybody on that offense, including Lamar Jackson.
Well, and the cool thing is that the Ravens got him for nothing. There's a lot of fans out there. They're like, what the hell? Why are the Ravens trading for another wide receiver? We don't need a wide receiver. Let's go trade some defense, which I agree. Ravens still have to do that. They have till Tuesday to make that happen. That's the trade deadline. And I think that we're going to see some sort of trade for a pass rusher. I hope anyway. But that being said, the Panthers essentially just gifted Deontay Johnson to the Ravens. It
Thank
was
you.
more or less of just like hey, do you want this guy because we don't want him anymore? We'll take a 6th rounder from you, and if he walks, you get a comp pick. Like, why would you say no to that? It doesn't matter who the team is; they're going to say yes to that 7 weeks to Sunday, or 7 days to Sunday. So I just think that we need to pump the brakes on the front office as far as criticism is concerned, because the Ravens were just kind of like handed Deontay Johnson on a silver platter, and there was nothing that they had to give up for him.
And if you think of this guy, he's been on some really crappy situations. So the Steelers, because they didn't know who their quarterback was going to be, and they had that carousel when he was playing for them. And then this season with the Panthers, it's like now you come to Baltimore with a guy that is just known for being one of the best talents, not only in the game, but in sports in general. So happy for Deontay Johnson. Hopefully he has new life here in Baltimore and he can kind of go back to the player he was before as well.
And one last thing is you go to a different place, you can be rejuvenated. But I will say Deontay Johnson, when Andy Dalton was at quarterback, you could see the skills are all there for Deontay. Like it's all there. But when you go to a place where you can go and win and winning becomes the focus, you're going to find yourself in a better position overall to make more plays. And for Deontay, the pressure's even off. He doesn't have to be the guy in Baltimore because they have guys, right? Mark Andrews for the entire time was the biggest receiving threat for Baltimore. He no longer has to have that type of role. But I'll tell you what, because they've had to hone in on other guys, who's starting to pick it up as he's gotten healthier? It's been Mark Andrews, right? It's only going to make your stars that you already have better for the long run. So that should be great. We're excited. And you know what? We're excited because it's Sunday. We're having a great time. Hit that like and subscribe button. And we got Bolly on the ground. Zach Bollinger's boots on the ground outside M&T Bank Stadium. Let's bring Zach back on.
Yeah, guys, I told you I was on a mission to find what was smelling so good, and I'll tell you what. I think
my God.
Unbelievable.
I think we found it. We're going to get with the chef here in a second. But this, when I tell you guys this smells absolutely great. Behind we got Chef Livingston Cooper. Livingston, can you tell us what we got going on right here? Duck breast, okay.
We got tomahawks right here right now.
Tomahawk. And so, how long's this stuff been cooking?
Since we got it, it's very flavorful, low wood burning, very hardwood.
This is absolutely incredible.
It's Ravens, baby.
I love it. I love it. How many do you guys do this every week or? Whenever.
It's a treat for us,
I like it. I like it.
Will we be there Thursday, Zach?
Will you be here Thursday? Thursday? Possibly Thursday.
Oh.
Man, this stuff all looks incredible. I just watched them take the potatoes off. That looks insane as well. Listen, appreciate it. This is absolutely incredible. Oh, we got the crab mac and cheese. I didn't even
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Can you tell him I need to meet him on Thursday? Can he be, where is this? We need to be there.
The people are wondering. This is incredible. Absolutely.
If they want to touch me, tell them they can come over and touch me.
Hey, if they want to come see him, come see him. This
Awesome.
is absolutely incredible. Appreciate you. And this is, guys, where else would you rather be right now? Baltimore. That's it. That's what we love to see.
Hell yeah.
This tailgate is incredible. I said before, I'm not sure it would live up to the Commanders-Ravens one. I'm going to say it's surpassing it. Vibes are absolutely incredible. I'm looking for a big Ravens win after this.
Hell yeah, Zach. Fantastic job.
Those tomahawk steaks look freaking incredible.
And that was, I saw them from a mile away, and that's what I walked over.
I was
like,
not
what is
expecting
that?
I was not expecting that at all.
Unbelievable, man.
Oh my God.
There's two of them just sitting there, just
Yeah.
waiting.
You literally, you see them from a mile away. Yeah, so that was what I've been smelling all day. That was, I didn't even realize it was crab mac and cheese. Every time I looked at a different part of the table, there was a new surprise.
Dude, that was even that contraption, that like whatever the, I'm trying to think of it. It's not a fire pit. It's not a cowboy cauldron. It's
That's I don't know, but it's putting in work. I'll tell you that.
It's putting in work. Well, Zach, you're putting in work. You are putting in work.
Yeah.
We appreciate
That was a great find, bro.
Yeah, good stuff,
I'm
man.
gonna see if I can find anything else. I'll keep you guys updated, but yeah, just let me know.
There you go, Bolly on the streets.
There
That
we
is
go.
Bolly on the streets here, right outside the bank. And hey, if you like all this, hit that like and subscribe button. We do this pregame before every Ravens-Broncos game. We like to get up, have fun, so join us in the morning as we get ready for this game. And for everyone that can't be in Baltimore, Zach's down there to show you what it's like in the lots as people get ready for a big matchup and hopefully a Ravens win, bouncing back after that tough loss to Cleveland. So hit that like and subscribe button and join us on our regularly scheduled shows Monday and Thursday, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So tomorrow, hopefully with the Ravens victory, we go around the NFL. Nick Moore of the Baltimore Ravens usually joins us on those days.
Yes.
Come join us, maybe overreact, underreact, and we'll have the call-in lines open as well. But speaking of that, those call-ins, we'll probably get to that soon here in a moment. But before we do that, one of our Sunday traditions here as we get closer to our kickoff, we got to have a crush. We got to have a Deep Eddie crush. And while we're actually waiting for our bartenders that I think got lost on the streets getting up here. Shocker. But we are going to have our Deep Eddie crushing it segment on who has been just kicking ass here this past week. So Mr. Rocco DeSangro, could you join the screen here and walk us through what has been going on here?
I absolutely can. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Haven't picked up a microphone in a very long time, like handheld one like this. Brings me back to my reporting days, but those days are over.
We can hear it. We hear you loud and clear,
public relations and doing things on the show. All right, we're going to go with 4 people that we're crushing it today. Okay, usually we do 2. Usually we keep it kind of plain and simple, go from there. And I know I look really short next to this big board right here.
It's
but
not the reason.
This is who we're going to start with, and it is Freddie Freeman, Mr. Fredward, as they call him. Dodgers-Yankees World Series. This is from Game 1. The Dodgers wasn't looking good, but bases loaded, and Freddie Freeman just launches this ball into the next century. Freddie was incredible. 6 straight World Series games with a home run. World Series MVP. And if you pull up his Wikipedia page, that's what I always do when we're talking about, okay, guys, how well they do, how well they perform. Freddie Freeman, look no further than this guy. He's getting into the Hall of Fame. He's got the accolades. He's got the World Series MVP. And for that, Freddie Freeman, you are crushing it. And we're going to get into this guy as well. That's Ashton Jeanty. We move to Boise State, and this is the running back in NCAA football. He is a freaking menace coming out of the backfield. First of all, he'll just stand there like Michael Myers, just stand there, getting ready to take the snap. And then, okay, snap of the fingers, Jeanty in the end zone. Let's check out his numbers, okay? 1,525 yards on the year. Barry Sanders in a single season, you know how many he had? You guys want to take a guess right now? Anybody at home? 2,628. I'm going to stop you there, Brad, because I have the numbers. I look there. So Jeanty, he has 1,103 yards to go to break Barry Sanders' single season rushing record, 20 touchdowns on the year. This kid is incredible. Just announced his new scholarship. Ashton Jeanty, Boise State. As always, boys, come on, we gotta be in sync right now. Okay, we're rolling it up. Ashton Jeanty, crushing it.
Okay, time out.
That was terrible.
Are we going to you are crushing it or you crushed it? Which one? Let's make a decision right now.
It's crushing it.
No, you gotta be you are crushing.
When you say you are, we'll go crushing it. There we go.
All right.
There we go.
Do we want to start from Ashton Jeanty? Because Freddie Freeman's just in the past. We already figured that out. So I'm gonna. All right.
Just finish the last thing with
Ashton Jeanty. You are crushing it. All right, there we go.
Here we go.
That was like a 6. I'm gonna need you to turn it up to like an 8 or a 10, guys.
Starts with you.
Let's start with me. I'm bringing the energy. Okay, this game. If you've watched an Incarnate Word game, okay, you probably haven't. I definitely haven't, but this caught my eye, kind of tickled my fancy a little bit. Watching this on ESPN. I know. Pause. Sorry. Okay, Incarnate Word. Back to pass, camera angle's a little bit off. It's ESPN Plus. It happens sometimes. Okay, downfield. We're not talking about the catch. Catch was great. Watch this celebration. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And he gets flagged, though. That's what ticked me off the worst. Hold on, pause this right here. Okay, the catch was great. Hold on, pause it, Brad.
You have to pause it.
I gotta pause it. He's on his head. He's on his head. Okay, this is wide receiver Jalen Waldhall holding a 50-yard touchdown, and then he goes Chris Brown from what movie was that? Are we talking about? What movie is that we're talking about? Anybody know? No? Okay.
Oh, wait,
awesome.
That's a hot guy, though.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, go back to it.
Okay, well, anyway, for that celebration right there, he gets flagged. The ref was not crushing it. But Jalen Waltnall, you are crushing it. All right, better. Last one we'll go to, and we have a picture of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fantastic people, and then one Ryan Ripken right there. So Ryan, pretty cool opportunity for him. This was the 12th annual Cal Ripken Senior Foundation College Basketball Luncheon Tip-Off. Nancy Lieberman, Jay Billis, Brett Hollander, Brenda Fries, Kyle Neptune of Villanova was there, Kevin Willard, and Mike Rhodes of Penn State. And yours truly over here, Ryan Ripken, who is our honorary bartender week in and week out, had the honors of guest emceeing, did a great job. Rye, you're killing it. You're a star in the industry. You're rising. I don't like to say good things about you usually, but I am going to say this right now. For that, Ryan Ripken, you are crushing it. Okay.
I feel weird saying that about myself, but thank you, Rock, very much.
Okay, well, you didn't. Yeah, fantastic. I'm going to try to get this down. First time really looking at this camera. Brad, how do we do?
Up there.
You did okay.
We did all right. You guys were pointing, so like I didn't know.
Yeah, because
stare like you see Brad's head, stare right above it.
Yeah. I'm trying.
And just gaze.
Yeah.
But like I'm seeing, maybe that's why, because I'm not seeing the broadcast, and that's why I'm seeing the tablet right here.
Yeah.
And I
got to figure out. So like,
but it was great. Honestly, though, what I love is you're going to get more comfortable with the screen. But what was great is the commentary, the excitement level was growing by the second.
Yeah.
I will say that photo you found of me, I got to say, for my hairline going back, I look pretty damn good in that one. Me and Jay Billis are going to be close to that same hairline soon enough. But great first job with this. And that's, again, we're doing this, our sponsor, Deep Eddy Vodka, which we will have our orange crushes flowing here when our bartenders find their way here, because we got a lot of things to get into. But Rock, hey, round of applause for Rocco, everybody.
Nice job, Rock.
Rocco.
Nice job.
And if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Hey, look, we like to have fun around here, okay? And I just saw that, you subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you, and I love hearing some positivity. Hey, look, we're a Baltimore-based show, but we love to talk about other things around the NFL. We talk baseball when it's baseball season. But in general, look, life can be too hard. We'll be objective. We're not going to be so critical to go, oh, woe is me, oh, things are going wrong. But we like to hear what our community thinks. That's the most important thing to us, building something here that people enjoy. This Deep Eddy Crushing It segment, we like to highlight awesome moments. Because why? Sports are freaking hard, and we want to be able to have fun on this show. And guess what, guys? We're getting close to some call-ins here, where we're going to hear from you all, a part of our members' community. Brad, if you want to explain, or do you want me to explain how that works for our call-ins?
1 sec. Actually, you go ahead, because I'm posting it.
Oh, you're posting it. So this is how it works. Initially, our call-ins, we started off for our members of the channel, and you can join the channel, and you can be a Rips Good Kid or a Holy Shirts and Pants member. And look, all that really does for us, and yes, it's a subscription to the channel, but it helps us make this what it is. If you go back and watch our first episode we've ever done, and Brad and I, it's crazy to think what we did really just a year ago.
Yeah.
We've been upgrading and making the product better, and it's because of all you. So if you guys can, hit that join button, and we'd appreciate that as we continue to build this up here. And the Ryan Ripken Show is also live every Monday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'd love for you guys to join us in on this excursion and this journey where we're not stopping anytime soon. All right, phone lines are now open, and our guest bartenders can come in. Are they getting shy?
Yeah, I don't know what
they're shy.
Yeah,
Rachel gets a little awkward.
Go on.
Yeah. Oh, Jimbo's here.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, our guest bartenders, you can come on in. The water's fine. Rocco's a good kid. So the call-ins are open now. So we will be having that in. And Zach Bollinger, who's at the stadium, Ollie on the ground, we will have him join us here in the future.
Yep.
We already got our first few callers in. Where are we going first here, Brad?
Let's hit up with Jabo. Jabo, what's going on, my man?
Going on, fellas?
How we doing today? Happy Sunday, my friend.
Happy Sunday.
What do you got for us?
That Deep Eddy looks great, by the way.
Just wait until we make them.
Yeah, can't wait. Yeah. So last week I got a little too confident with my prediction. I'm going to be a little less confident this week. Till proven otherwise, I'm really worried about this defense. So I think we'll win, but I think it's going to be closer than we think. I'll say 27-23.
Ooh.
But it's going to be another heart attack inducing game.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, and I think I've been saying it all morning. I think it's probably going to be very similar. So I'm with you, Jabo.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? Is when do we feel so far this season? The game that the Ravens coasted to was
The Bills, right?
I mean, the Bills was the one that they coasted, but there was that moment until the Bills got a little frisky, and they're like, "Hey, let's get a little bit naughty here and try a trick play," and then that's where the wheels fell off for them.
Yeah,
that Bucs game, even though the Ravens were up big, you had to sweat it out a little bit. We don't want this to be the MO. Win the game, though, right, Jabo? Like, you win the game, that's all that matters. But
I
don't think anyone's going to feel great about it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, just win the game. I'd rather, win ugly than lose pretty, as they say.
Oh, damn right. Hey, before we let you go, because we got a lot of call-ins.
Yeah.
Give us some lasting thoughts, impressions on anything that's on your mind.
I'm just getting ready for this hot stove season to get rolling.
Here we go. It's already starting. Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah, but once the qualifying offers go out and they officially hit free agency, then it's going to really start rolling. So
yeah,
get going. Let's go.
Oh, just wait. We'll have some hot stove action coming your way, Jabo. And again, as always, you guys will be right there along with us. And we have some pretty cool guests who in the baseball world that we're lining up in the fall.
Also, we're going to winter meetings this year. So
get out.
Ever heard of that? Stop traffic.
Yeah.
We'll have more on that for our members here coming soon. So stay tuned for that.
Guys.
All right, Jabo.
Thanks, Jabo.
Appreciate you. All right. Who we got next? Uh-oh.
Hey,
there he is. We can hear him this time.
Hey.
Rocco's best friend, Joe.
It's the beard.
Joe, how are we doing?
Technical difficulties the other day. My apologies.
That's okay. We forgive you. What's on your mind here, Joe?
I got my sausage and my deep eddy, but I'm just not technically sound to switch the camera around. So
you know what? Don't risk it.
Just turn it.
Oh,
there you
go.
go.
Oh, hey. And look what I just found at the same time.
Hey.
How the hell did that work? Joe, so you're feeling good. Are you going to one bite that dog or what's going on?
No.
Okay.
His name's not Rocco DeSangra.
Oh, man. Just Rocco's best friend. Hey Joe, what do you got for us today?
Kind of like Joppo, I don't trust our secondary.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably going to be a shootout, like 38-31 or something like that.
Ooh, 38-30. So we're thinking, so the over-under for this game was what, 46 and 47?
Joe, I'm surprised you can count that high in Arkansas.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know that I can count that high. But
he can throw out some numbers and it's fine. But Joe, I think you're with a lot of people here where, look, you trust the team. You believe that they're going to continue to win games and hopefully make a run here. But right now, the results have been high-scoring affairs. And the defense in the secondary, there's still been miscommunications. And, of the teams that I guess that they faced recently – I was going to say, Jameis Winston came off the couch here. By the way, I got to send you – I should have played that today. Someone made a compilation of Jameis quotes and comments.
Yes, I saw that.
Unbelievable, by the way, second year. But anyway, the Browns with guys that people probably weren't fully aware of were making plays left and right. The Broncos –
got me my first fantasy win last week.
Hey, Joe, congratulations. Congratulations here. Proud of you. Maybe make it 2 in a row? No,
it's possible.
So you're telling me there's a chance. Hey, Joe, before we let you go, because we got a lot of people on this Sunday. Closing thoughts here. Anything you want to say? Well, for the most part.
Rocco sucks.
Rocco sucks. There he is. Let's get a camera shot of Rocco. Hey, Joe, we appreciate you. And happy November, by the way. Maybe I do try to grow the beard, but it's not a good look for me. Jamie is not a fan of the beard.
It is a good look. It's just that, that there's only the one person that matters, apparently.
Yeah, it's not a good. If I can't grow it like Joe, does it really matter?
I'm working on mine right now. We're getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that.
Sugar. All right, Joe. Appreciate you. You enjoy your dogs. One bite. Everyone knows the rules, and we'll talk soon. All right.
Bye, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
See you, Joe.
Good riddance.
Hey, listen. We were talking about Formula One earlier. Remember I told you how crazy this start was?
Yeah.
They were doing a formation lap,
yeah.
and one of the cars ran off the track, and the race still hasn't started. It's supposed to start at 10:30. This is the most insane Sunday weekend of Formula racing I've seen.
Good
Just
stuff.
unbelievable.
Good stuff, man. I'll tell you what.
I think they're finally going to start.
We love chaos.
It is very chaotic in Brazil today.
You just got to own the chaos, some would say, Brad. That's what we got to do.
Heard that before.
You know what we have heard before on these airwaves? It's our next guest. Laura!
Hey!
What's up, Laura?
I'm sorry I look so horrible. I'm still riding the hangover of the Dodgers victory.
Oh, so you were like Jack Flaherty having a little bit too much fun in the celebration.
I am. And on top of that, my Japanese team, the Yokohama Dana Bay Stars, they won the Nippon series. So I got two champions going.
Hell yeah. Good for you. You're not having a little deep Eddie yet so far today?
Not yet. Getting there.
Yep.
It's early still. I'm still adjusting to the time change. So it feels like it's too early for Deep Eddie.
Yeah, well,
but it's 10 minutes to 11. So at 11, I feel like I could officially drink and it's not too early.
Okay, good. Because our guest bartenders are here to help make us some drinks as well. So we're going to get going here because, 'tis the season. One
thing.
Okay, go ahead. And then
my one pick for this week is the Patriots over the Titans. But remember to gamble at your own risk. I'm not telling anybody else to take the Titans, and don't spend more than you can afford to lose.
Yeah.
That's not what Hollywood Casino tells us. If you got a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's it.
And I will save all of my hot stove stuff till tomorrow.
Oh,
I like it.
Oh, I love it, Laura. So did Mama Laura win any picks or win any bets this weekend?
No, because unfortunately our quarterback for Florida got hurt and went out. I think we could have won that game over Georgia if he hadn't gotten hurt. But I mean, that was my big bet. I mean, Oklahoma, I already knew was going to beat Maine. So no, but that's why I'm taking, New England today over the Titans.
All right. We got
That's
Laura.
my big bet for the day.
So Pats over Titans. That's your go-to.
Yep.
And Ravens win today?
Of course.
Okay, good. Just don't scare me like that. Okay. We just need that. I need to hear it from you first. All right.
It is not a trap.
It's not a trap. It's not a trap. I hope not. But hey, Laura, any final words here? As we got, it's great. We got a lot of people that want to hear what's going on. But anything for us before we let you go and get your Deep Eddie going in 10 minutes?
Nah, I'll save all that for tomorrow.
Okay. Well, hey, Laura, we appreciate you. We love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Thanks,
Bye,
Laura.
everybody.
Bye, Laura.
The best.
Yeah.
If you guys new to the channel too, hit that like and subscribe button here. Ravens, Broncos, they are kicking off here at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So we cannot wait for that. But what we also can't wait for is an update down the lots as Zach Bollinger's boots on the ground there at M&T Bank Stadium. Zach, he's got something in his hand.
How's it going?
What do you got in your hand?
An alcoholic beverage. Yeah, I got a little sidetrack, guys. not much. No real cool update or anything. Kind of got sidetracked, had some conversations, got given a beer, and now we're here.
That's fantastic. Sorry, my
Just
guess.
kind of wanted to update. Lots are getting packed. Right now. I will say it's quickly escalating down here, and I'm loving the energy.
I'm loving that. So how do you rate it? Like,
we're getting. I'm gonna give it an 8. We're up to an 8. It's the vibes are completely bad.
I think the T-bone steaks did that.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Dude, they looked fantastic. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I had a porterhouse for the first time like last month, and it was really good. Speaking of like I think they're the T-bones, right?
It's a great story, Ron.
That's a good You know what?
Yeah, I had to let everyone know that.
Good for you, man.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Zach, what is our beverage of choice, Joe?
Right now we're drinking a Miller Lite. So, coffee choosers.
But you can't be at all. You're a good kid, Zach.
I'm never gonna, yeah, you guys I did want to say though, real fast. I am once again sticking with Derrick Henry over on yards. I know it didn't hit last week, but he averaged 7 yards a pop. It's just get the man his touches, it's gonna hit.
Yeah, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. For the most part, it hasn't been broke all season long, really, since after week 2. Or after week 1. He's been an absolute beast here. And I'll pull that list up here in a little bit. But
I got
Zach,
it. Let's do that right now.
You want to do it right now?
There we have it.
And these picks, our best bets for this Ravens game, are brought to you by our friends at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races in
West Virginia.
Pretty good.
That was not bad.
So 86.5. You think he goes over 100, well over 100?
Oh, I would not be. I did personally take him up to 125. I think it's just a Derrick Henry game. Just get the win. Find a way to win.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm listed as a Deontay Johnson tutty, but I'm going to go on a limb and say that that's actually Rocco.
Yes. No, it's not Rocco. I had nothing.
Brad, was that a joke when you put that in?
Yeah, that's okay. No, I'll go with it.
Rocco was serious, though.
I'll go with it.
No, Rocco is serious in his actual bets that he made, not on the best bets that I'm giving other people because I don't want anyone else to lose money.
Okay.
Hey, screw it. I'll go with the Deontay Johnson tutty.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna lie. While making the graphic, I was like, "Wow, Brad being bold."
Well, listen, hey, I have been bold, and it's worked out.
That's why I was like, you know what? Honestly, Brad probably knows.
We might have to sprinkle that now. We might have to sprinkle it. It's Brad's like best bet. Zay Flowers 180 yards. It feels like I remember this one game.
And it hits.
Zay 100 yards and Zay just got it.
Yep.
Just every
His
day.
line was like 45 and a half.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Well, hey, for mine, I got Mark Andrews over 35.5 yards. Look, he has had at least 50 yards receiving or a touchdown in each of the past 4 games. I think he's heating up. I think that he's going to just takes one catch or two for Marky Mark to hit that mark and get going. So I got that. And I would even sprinkle in a little Marky Mark touchdown on top of it. Why not a little bit? A little bit for Salt Bay right there.
Yeah.
And then Rocco, you are not Jack. Are you Lamar Jackson over 18.5 completions?
Yeah.
I was serious.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Because I looked at the line and it was, I don't know if it was plus money or not.
You know, I like that because I think that they're going to do a lot of passing today.
Yeah.
With that defensive front, the run game could get stifled early. I think that there's going to be a lot of passing in this game.
I think they're going to be.
I like that.
Yeah, I think they're going to. Thank you, Brad. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
It's
you don't
not.
say many
It's
nice
not.
things. Like
It's
you
not.
Got, you get Jason in here saying I'm a chicken tenders guy. Get
Well,
off the kids
you
menu,
are.
and you're very nice to me, so I appreciate that.
Broncos
Yeah,
are
somebody else.
5th in the league against the pass, but they are in the top 9, I believe, against the run. So they're gonna have to pick their poison. We know what Baltimore does well. They run the football.
Yeah.
They do throw the football very well as well. But we do know when you have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson in the backfield, what are you going to do? And the Ravens right now are averaging 200 yards a game on the dot.
Yeah.
On the dot.
It is insane when you look at that compared to everybody else in the league and what the numbers are, Rick. Like it's incredible.
Yeah.
It is. I think the second closest team, let's bring it up right now, when we're talking about rushing yards, is the Philadelphia Eagles, 165.9.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens are blowing everybody out of the water when it comes to the ground game. It's incredible.
It is. And right now, Ravens offense is second in points per game, only behind the Detroit Lions, which should be a great game at 4:25 this afternoon here as the Lions and Packers face off. I think that should be a fantastic game. We'll actually get to our dogs here in a moment for the week. But, guys, while we're down the lot here and since Zach's on, I think this is a good reminder wherever you are on Sunday, the saying when you're at the stadium, don't be a jerk. Well, some fan effed around and found out yesterday with Jason Kelce, by the way. He kept trying to poke the bear. And Jason Kelce said, all right, you want to play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes here. So let's play that video for you.
So the context is here, a fan went up to Jason Kelce and basically called his brother the F word.
Yeah.
Doesn't rhyme with duck, the other one.
Yeah.
Rhymes with maggot.
Yeah, so he kept going after him over and over
Play
and over.
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
Slams it.
I mean, that was the thing. And he was getting in his face, following him for a long time. And look, I'm not saying
Grabs that shit and just.
and I know people are saying that Kelce might have said stuff after retaliating. Look, it's a whole different conversation. But my thing is, don't be that guy. Don't go and harass anybody.
Yeah.
Go enjoy your day. Go root for your team. You want to be an asshole to yourself or to Rocco? That's a whole other thing. but go enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
and
don't be a
be
jerk.
that guy, because if you are, you might face a fate that's worse than what Jason Kelsey did to that guy's phone.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
You fuck around and find out. That's for sure.
The younger generation right now, and I feel like such an old man saying this, but we're all, all three of us are older than 30 now. And it's like, I guess we get to a point where the younger generation just starts to piss us off, and I feel like we're at that point.
Zach knows.
Zach doesn't piss me off though, because Zach's pretty normal for the most. And like, but it's the phone in your face, say whatever you want, like type behind a keyboard because social media is so active. Just like, I would implore anyone out there. It's first of all, none of that's right. It's like, do unto others as you would like to be done to you, basically, in that aspect of.
Rocco, what are you yapping about?
I know. It's just we're on a ramble right now.
Be nice.
What is going on?
Expect them to be nice back.
Yeah,
if you're a jerk, like expect karma to come.
Yeah. And be nice or D-nice, as they would say. Hey, Aaron, be nice. Denise, D-nice. Good shit. Hey, this is a good time then, was we're getting close to wrapping up here. And I don't know if we're going to have any more call-ins or not,
No,
Brad.
we're good.
But so I think then, Zach, it's time to have our dogs of the week. What do you got as your dog today? Oh, we lost Zach. He's gone. He's back. Dog of the week, Zach, before we wrap up with you.
I like I'm taking the Dolphins over the Bills.
Whoa! Wow, it's been about 7 years, I think, since they won up there.
Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know what it is. This is as must-win for Miami as it gets. Buffalo kind of has had this division handed to them. They have no competition. I think Miami's fighting for their lives. They go out and they sneak away with a nice win.
Hell yeah. I love it. We'll see what happens. I'm just hoping a big game for Devon Achane. I'll be honest there.
I would too. I would like so.
That would move mountains for me. Rock, do you have a dog wolf of the week?
I do. And it's actually, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars going into Philly. Doug Peterson's return to Lincoln Financial Field. Won that city a Super Bowl. You know what? I'm a big emotional bettor when it comes to that. And like, I look at the storylines, and this is a great one. So I think Doug Peterson, Jacksonville Jaguars, they're going to win in his return to Philadelphia and Lincoln Financial.
Oh my goodness, that's getting caliente up in here.
Little bit.
Brad, are you getting naughty? You want me to go?
Go first.
I'm actually going with, in this case, and maybe it's not a huge upset to some, but seeing how they're banged up, I'm taking the Pack as home underdogs against the Lions. Look, I know Detroit is beating everybody and taking them behind the woodshed, but a divisional game at Lambeau, Jordan Love is expected to play with Josh Jacobs. Could be a weather game. I just think something's got to give here. The Lions snuck out that crazy game with the Vikings in Minnesota. I don't think they survive a second one on the road. Packer 2.5-point dogs at home. I like them a lot in this spot. And I think Josh Jacobs has a big day on the ground for those Green Bay Packers. Go Packers. So, and I do love the Lions, by the way. Yeah. Love Dan Campbell. Bite people's kneecaps off, but they fall today. That's my dog of the week. So I hope that they're all just good games, man. I'm glad none of us chose Denver.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Hey, Zach, before we let you sign off,
Brad,
any thoughts?
I got my pick.
Oh, Brad's got. Oh, you're ready. My bad.
Yeah, no,
Brad's
you're good.
ready.
You're good. I got the Raiders over the Bengals. The Raiders are the Bengals are favored plus 7.5. No way that is. I'm going Raiders. Max Crosby's going to get to Joe all day long. I think T. Higgins is out for this game, or if at best he's questionable, probably doesn't get play a lot. And we know that when T. Higgins is not in the game, the Bengals suck. They sucked last week. They're going to suck this week. They lose that game today.
Man, I like these. You guys put it on the table. You really did.
Yeah.
You put it on the table.
Those are real dogs, by the way. Not like a -3 or what have you.
Oh yeah, they're big dogs.
There's a big dog.
They're big dogs, you know. And I'm even looking at it. And Jessica, I know you're a Giants fan. You're right. Washington's going to win. The Giants and Daniel Jones haven't thrown a touchdown there in 2 years. But Tyrone Tracy's going to eat today. I'll tell you that right now. He is going to eat. He looked phenomenal against the Steelers. But Zach, final words before we let you go here on this football Sunday.
Not worried. Maybe this is going to be an old takes exposed type thing. I'm not worried at all today. I'm going to take Ravens 31, Denver 17. I think defense shows up today, gets it done. I don't think Bo Nix has a day. I think this is a good opportunity for this defense to show up and show out. I think the offense gets back going on track. You got to finish drives, get in the end zone. And, Ravens take care of business today in Baltimore.
Hey, I like it. And Zach, some of your finest work today, by the way. Loved it.
Thanks.
Content was fantastic. We're gonna
The
get
steak carried. The steak did all the work.
The steak and the Jeep, bro. The steak and the Jeep.
That great.
Next time
that Jeep was
get in
incredible.
the Jeep. Yeah, we got to meet Scott and the chef. I forget the name. It was going in and out, but Cooper Livingston,
There you go.
Chef Cooper Livingston.
There
We
you go.
need to meet him.
Cooper Livingston.
All right,
Yeah,
Zach,
so-
be safe.
Awesome. I will see you guys.
See you, Zach.
ya. That's Zach Bollinger, Boots on the Ground. And if you're new to the channel here, hit that like and subscribe button. We have a live pregame show that we do every time the Ravens are playing, whether it's Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Thursday. So we'll be back on Thursday. But we have our regularly scheduled shows on Monday and Thursday. So join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time as we react to all the news around the NFL and dive into this Ravens game. And Nick Moore on the Baltimore Ravens usually joins us if his golf game doesn't interfere. Just kidding. He's got some other things, but he comes on and joins us to react to the game as well. And former Super Bowl champion and Baltimore Raven, Qadri Ismail, joins us every week to talk about the Baltimore Ravens. Guys, think we're doing good. Our crush is ready back there. You guys made them and didn't bring them. They're camera shy.
Yeah,
They're camera shy.
they are.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Hey, how do we get our crushes to try here? Someone's gonna have to buck up here and bring it. Joe is like, where did I miss the crush segment?
Nope, sure didn't.
You're not gonna come on screen?
Dog of the week, though. Can I add one?
Yes, you
It's,
can.
Ollie in his Halloween costume. That's my dog of the week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the actual
dog
dog
of the week.
Actual dog of the
Double
week.
dog of the week.
Yeah.
Wish I could add the picture, but I'm technically, a lot of things challenged. But yeah,
What?
I'm not tech savvy.
Hey, you gotta let me know what we think of the bartender.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
Ugh. Well, I always get nervous when you bring this over all of this expensive equipment, but
Well, if you guys can't
He's just a wild card, Brad.
I know.
He really
Can
is.
you see their feet behind the screen or no?
We can see. Oh, look,
Oh, there they are.
there's Rachel.
Oh, Rachel's there. Rachel's on her debut.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Let's go.
Go Buffs.
There it is.
Go Buffs.
Let's go, Buffs. So for people that don't know, yeah, you know what? People are asking for the guest bartenders here, by the way.
Let's go Buffs.
But so yes, we got go Buffs. Go to Rocco. Look at that.
Let's go
hat.
Buffs, baby.
Go
Let's
Buffs.
Love it.
That's the
Let's
best.
go.
That's the best Buffs hat.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
It's awesome.
Jamie
Look,
does exist.
The
Jimbo
Grand
Fisher.
the Grand Poobah one is.
Oh, dude, that's the best.
No. It's great,
Yeah.
but that hat right there is the best.
Oh, that was the
What
original one I
This
got.
one?
That was
Oh,
the original one
yeah.
I got.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
our guest bartenders here. So Jimbo Fisher, aka Jamie, my fiance, who I thought she'd want to come on screen. I know Rachel, she gets very red. That's my sister. Works for the Buffs there. Go Buffs. That's
Go
why
Buffs.
we're big Buffs supporters. And we're big Boise State Broncos supporters, by the way, because my brother-in-law, Camden,
Yep.
huge friend, and Austin Genty. Every dollar,
Ashton.
Ashton, sorry,
Get-
Austin. Did I
Put
say
some
Austin?
respect on his name.
I
Ripken.
should.
Yes.
Ashton Genty, for every yard that he rushes for from now until the end of the season, going to add $1 to his scholarship fund, which is amazing, by the way, what he is doing.
It's awesome.
It's amazing, and he is balling out. He had 149 yards in their win on Friday night against San Diego State. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. Cam, love you. And we got Rachel on the screen. That was great. We tricked her, guys. Cheers.
We did.
Cheers to our Deep Eddy
Cheers,
vodka
everybody.
right here.
Yep.
And I think we're getting close to see they love it on here. Laura, you should have come on with Laura.
Yeah. See, there you go.
That is a damn good crush, by the way.
it's-
well
it's-
done.
it's
You
real
guys
good.
killed it. Thank you.
I think mine was a little bit better.
I disagree.
This is mixed extremely well
Yes.
compared to what I did.
Correct.
Oh, we garnished it? What did we garnish it with? Oh, you didn't have a knife, so how'd you do it? Bare hands. They used their bare hands and teeth
Oh,
of the orange.
it's even better. It was made with love.
This
It's
is
even,
going down like water.
it's even better.
Scary. It's like
Crushing it. Well, guys, any other final thoughts before we kind of get out of here? We know with the Ravens, the injury report or the inactives out yet? No.
no, not yet.
Not
11:30, I believe.
But we do know guys that could be limited. Marlon Humphrey, Travis Jones did not practice the majority of the week.
Yep.
That'd be big on the defensive line. Deontay Johnson on a snap count. We already touched on that. And Lamar Jackson is playing. That's the biggest thing. Lamar's playing. He's fine. He's feeling good. He's feeling frisky.
Was
He's going to
never
go
a
out
doubt.
there and ball out. No,
Never.
Zero.
Although when he did miss back-to-back days, everyone was like, all right, rest day. And then it turned into rest days. And then it was like, I feel a little uneasy.
It was like that thing from The Office. Everyone remain calm. What's the
Yep.
procedure?
Yep.
What's the procedure? He's fine, everyone.
Yeah.
He is fine.
Remain calm. What does he do? He starts screaming and leaves the room.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was good. I think it's a good show today.
Great show.
And shout out to Zach Bollinger, Bolly on the streets there at M&T
killed
Bank
it.
Oh.
Stadium.
Best boots on the ground.
By far.
By
It was great.
Killed it.
It was great. And you know what? Thanks to our bartenders in the back. They were fantastic. There they are.
Hey.
There they are. Yep. Now, Burrow.
Can't avoid it now. Nope. Don't do it.
Yep.
Don't do it.
Now, Burrow, you're a lemma. You're a lemma in the jungle. Oh, good stuff. Well, guys, hey, cheers, everyone. I think we'll get out of here. But tomorrow, join us, 3 p.m. We have another show scheduled. Mondays and Thursdays, 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you're new to that channel, hit that like and subscribe. And for our channel members, specifically Holy Shirts and Pants, we got a great guest interview coming up here tomorrow, Brad.
Yes.
One of the best ones we're going to have so far. And we've had a lot of great guests. That's crazy to say.
Legendary guest.
Legendary guest tomorrow.
Legendary ESPN guest.
Ryan Ripken, Hall of Fame level type guest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, guaranteed.
that's like in the rafters. Like this is going to be like one of those.
100%.
Oh, we're going
You
to
don't
hang
wanna
it in
miss
the
it.
rafters right there.
Oh yeah.
Boom, baby.
We do have rafters. Can we start doing that? Can we like have like, you know how like Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel, whoever plays at MSG, like they add them to the banners, like most sold out. Like we just need like a guest list of like start with one banner, add another. You could just spit your ice out like a 2-year-old kid, you know.
No, I'm
do your
chewing
thing.
it. So I like.
Did you see this, Brad?
Is this too loud?
You can hear it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No.
I get told. Jamie says I crushed ice too loud.
You do.
I just chew on it. Do I?
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
a problem?
I've heard it before.
You're an anxious chewer.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
Be a man. What is it? Be a man.
Be a man. Don't post a show on YouTube and X. Be a man. Come after me.
That's hilarious.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Oh man. Be a man.
I'm not a kid. All right. Let's cue the music. Let's get on out of here.
All right. Just need everyone to pray for my two-leg parlay. Mark Andrews touchdown. Deontay Johnson anytime touchdown. Let's ride.
Let's ride. And you know what, Broncos country, we are not riding today. Hope you guys enjoyed us on the Ryan Ripken Show pregame show. Have a day, have a night. Enjoy the rest of your football Sunday. Go Ravens, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time for a full edition of the Ryan Ripken Show. Go Birds, baby. Be safe. This is delicious.
That's very good.
Unbelievable. I'm a little prayer circle with the footballs over here.
I'll